Testing, testing. Welcome, one and all. Today we are playing Disco Elysium. We were playing the other day. Been solving the mystery here or there, trying my best. Y'all just keep an ear out. What I realized is I have it at full 1080p today, which could cause problems on my internet. We're gonna switch over to the main screen in just a second, but if it does seem to lag, I'm gonna restart the stream. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Seems like it's doing fine so far. That's a promising situation. No lagging as of yet. How are we all doing? That music ended abruptly. Well, we got the game going. I figured I'd just do a chat if anybody was around to chat at the moment. But if not, I could jump right into it. I almost wonder if the viewer is just like Tom checking it out. I don't even know if you work right now. Today is Saturday. I didn't even check to see if you guys were online. Once we switch over to the game, the graphics might change. We'll see. Oh, looks like we might have lost our viewer on Twitch, but we do have someone on Facebook. Alright, let's switch over to the game, see how the graphics go. So far, so good. Did not plan on this stream to be at such high quality, but it is looking like it's working. Let's go back. We're loading a game here. The last game we had would be right here, and we've been just following the story. If something came up, we would continue with that, but for the most part, we were just playing. Alright, let's go into Martinez. Day 1. 10-6. Red checks can be tried only once. Failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. Okay, last we checked in this dumpster, which we found a few things portraying to the hanging body that's up here. Let's see, maybe we can... Damaged ledger. This is the, my book. It must have been thrown away, is what we came to the conclusion of. And then, let's see. Your red ledger. This case needs an official name. Go to your inventory and interact with the damaged ledger to give it one. Finding the right line may take some time. Okay. So let's go to our inventory. Go to interact. Interact. Boom, 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 boom. Damaged ledger. How's the audio? Can you hear fine? Damaged ledger you found in the trash. A pitful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from the plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made completely by a faint smell of urinal cleaner. For real? Anything else? I think I got it. Put the ledger away. Let's check for anything else. Damaged ledger. This piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? Gross. No, it's toilet paper. Desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Let's hit this continue button. It says, conceptualization was a pass. Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us. Inspect the toilet paper. Okay, what just happened? We had it sticking to the back. Is it a metaphor for you? Smell the ledger. Look at the clipboard. Inspect the toilet paper. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of a plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Let's take it off. Let's leave it. Perfect. Way cool. We got experience points for that. Sweet. We should be leveling up soon too as we speak about that. I believe a level up is on its way. Conceptualization. It says everyone look at me and my toilet paper covered cop ledger. I don't care. My ledger is droopy and it smells like urine. Cool. Inspect the clip. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down, nothing has been attached to the clip. Run your fingers across the aluminum. An aluminum block. Uh-oh. Damaged ledger. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with irradiance. You didn't know how you didn't notice it before. Perception. Looks like an official mark made by a low visibility outside the right circumstance. Looks like an official mark made to be low visibility outside the right circumstance. Hey, Lieutenant, what is this? Point to the sticker. What? He is lost in his own notes. It takes a moment for him to see. That thing, it's a hologram mark. We used it for adding information to the RCM property. Interesting. What kind of information? How can I read it? It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issued. Maybe yours, this was a logic success, maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. How can I read it? Any capable light with a right wavelength will do. Like, for example, all RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal hologram watermarks. Mine too. Cool. Interfacing was a success. This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn on the lights. Cool. That's all. Thank you. Okay, he returns to his neatly kept notes. While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. Browse the yellow papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting ink. Ink escapes into the watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across the entire page. The paper itself is with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case file, commit to paper." The case files. themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, and marked pages falling apart in your hand. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Cool. What is there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, jamrock quarters. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51 this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to the missing pages and odd names and an odd naming convention, but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken by completed, mind you. Not completed, mind you. Logic success again. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. Wow, he is stressed. Reaction speed. What do you mean? Is that all? That's it. Is 2 cases a week a good case load, Lieutenant? There was mention of a naming convention here. Count the pages. I have to open an official case in their room. I'm done inspecting these. No. Is 2... There we go. Huh? He raised his nose from the notes. 2 complex. Cases to undertake is a lot. Yes, you really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it. At least you start making mistakes. 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I'm completed them, though. I completed them, though. Nods and returns. 2, he raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, but, by the way, that was presumptuous of me. I'm sure I made plenty mistakes. I burned out all right. A nice brisk pace. That's the way I like it. I think he would be burnt out. That's okay, he nodded and turned back to his own case files. We all do sooner or later. Like a fan of gills, the papers dry in your hands. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Hello. Let's see about the naming convention. It appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yes, yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title. This is the conceptualization was a success. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction. And Western cops show staples. Wow. Vespertine cop show staples. Oh my, they're written in capital letters. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. The other is The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. More? Another, one more lighthearted. The Guys on Couch in an Unexpected Location. And The Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Even the rare article free collapsing tenement murder features prominently thought out. It's going to take an effort to piece these file cases together, but it can be done later once you're done inspecting them up close. Okay. My name, the case seems, yeah. You mean the Numeric officer precinct, time of arrival at the scene. That's the one. No, I mean non-numerical one with titles. Yeah, because there didn't seem to be numbers. Oh, you mean the titular? Yeah, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. I still named it that to amuse myself. Okay. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rails spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Okay. Counts the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room? There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage, and the paper grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Logic success. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Commit to paper. Perfect. Conceptualization. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitted for the monumental event. Oh, another interfacing success. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down pencil. It will do barely, but... Kim, do you have a pen? No matter. I'll just use the pencil. Lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2. Fat, shiny pens hang from the binder like large Selber bullets on a ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there looking at him. Can I have one? Nice, we got the pen. Now that I give this to you, he pulls one from the loop. Know that I give you one. I give this to you with resentment. With this beauty, commit to the paper. The task only completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash free hand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters, the words coming easily, it almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but the poetry would be out of place. Cross out the ones you've already finished. Nice. A satisfying slash sound across the paper. You're done. It seems to say, and you, and you. Ah, we got another success. You're a swashbuckler with a pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion. There things to be done, and things already done, and composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually. Any ideas? The hanged man. The furries are at home in the mirror. What? The setting sun. Shit on a stick. Actually, I don't have one. I think the hanged man would be like calling it the humorous way that he said, right? The furries are at home in the mirror. I don't know what... That sounds familiar. Like, I must have read something that said that. The setting sun, shit on a stick. The Hanged Man. Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking, too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for our case now. Nice. Oh, I leveled up. Boop, 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 boop. Task complete. Read your ledger and name the case. He flipped the pages of his book. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. I'm done inspecting. Damaged ledger. You don't exactly close them so much as distance yourself from smelling paper. They're a little further from your nose now. Inspect the toilet page. What's this? Logic? Oh. Can I read the case file now? Browse the case files again. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back. Yep, blah blah beep ba-doom. The case, commit to paper. Commit to papers. These are your last couple of months in Ravical Precinct 41 Jamrock Quarters. Okay. That's it. The notebook is annual. It says the 51. The remains on what remains of this cover, the molten straps of cardboard, everything prior to this must have belonged to the previous volume. In short, there was more. Done. You didn't exactly close them. Got it. Let's see. Let's see. We got an 83% chance. Let's see if we can read it. Yeah, we can. Logic success. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB4112011700, the next world mural. Okay, so the date of initialization would be time of the arrival would be 1700, right? So this one, 411201. The date of it, and the time you arrived on the scene, 1700. Okay, the next world. Wait, weren't those officer precinct? Well, yes, your precinct number is 41. Yep, 41. Right. And HDB. Every last alphanumeric in the file begins with it, and these are your file cases. It's safe to say HDB is your initials. Oh, Horace, Debbie, Berginger, Cram, Dejarn, Benzinken. Those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. How? Wow, I don't know what to say to that. Wow. These, in case it's safe to say HDB is your initials. Horace or Hram? Horace, Debbie. Horace Darjan. Yeah, no. How long does it take to read a case? Okay, we tried. It takes about a half an hour to piece one together using the systems you've devised. Where do you want to start? The next world murder. Wow. Okay. The next world mural. Damaged ledger. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct overnight on 1202. The Graffito Nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlook Central Jamrock. Oh, Jamrock. The building is separately inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Coron. Success. Cause of failure. Rent too high. Got it. You know what? Let's level up since we got that level up, right? Logic, rhetoric. I feel like we get a lot of logical ones. Visual calculus, I might even want to boost up because it's kind of low. It's at a 5. Conceptualization. That one seems like it keeps going. Maybe we'll double down on those two since encyclopedia and that seem to be pretty good. This is understanding creativity. See art in the world. This one lets you reconstruct a crime scene, making laws of physics work for the law. Drama. Play the actor, lie, and detect lies. Rhetoric. Practice the art of persuasion, only rigorous intellectual discourse. Logic. Wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Since this one's at 5 and conceptualization is at 6, and I feel like logic seems the most logical, I'm gonna go level up logic. Perfect. Intellect. Learning skills. Logic. Info. Logic urges you to analyze the living daylights out of a case. It enables you to piece evidence together, detect inconsistencies in statements, and impress everyone with your astonishing consolations. It's the bread and butter of many detectives. A high-level logic will be able to solve even the most complex puzzle. You will be very proud and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. Suspendable. For those blinded by their own brilliance, offer missing important clues. With low level of logic, you're going to have a hard time solving even the simplest puzzles. Even if you find a piece, good luck putting them together. Perfect. Let's check the ledger here, read the watermarks, who put the clothes in the trash. That's a good one. Okay, damage. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cuts into their forms reads, "True love is possible. Only the next world for the new people. Is it too late for us? Wreak havoc on the middle class." Wow. People call it that thing, that fucking thing. It's invisible for miles. In 2 days, the station complaints desk get clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The Graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the Bella's letters have the liturgy of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the Graffito's artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. Wait, do I ever find out who came up with? The case files do not show the finding the author of the design. Read on. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner JV is against the removal, citing public support for the conversation. This leads to a debate in the Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in the rare labeless site organized by you and the rest of row 3. Can they put harder words to read? I feel like this is just way too simple. The 9,000 people subjected to mural message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rumbling on the streets as how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between the two options. Remove the mural, it is wrong. Keep the mural, it is right. Keep the mural. A staggering 78% of the voters chose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and the love truly is possible in the next world for the new people, and it is too late for us. All that remains is a wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing because I don't believe in the rubbish one bit. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? I think he would think about human nature. There we go. Did anyone ask what you believe in? Man, with the smelly toilet ledger, what do you want to tackle next, or are you done? I can revisit this. Put away, browse the yellow pages. In the back, you see a translucent copier paper, some in neon yellow, some bright and red, all covered in boxes like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. Success, the RIP theme from the binder, then rip them from the binder and hand them out according to the type of form. What types of forms are there? 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, and the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. Okay, you don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. Misconduct fine. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Serve cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the field, but they appear pleasantly vague. Okay. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specific precinct police station. Below the call are criminal charges you risk by not appearing. Ooh, we got a success on perception. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute. Okay, field autopsy. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright and red in color. You see the parameters of a diseased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Enough of these. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsy to dead guys. Okay. Wow, endurance. Succeed. What delicious power hid within these Patrick mess. You feel better. Nice. Cool. The rest of this is look at the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are round, however, the U4 sized board feels thick and heavy in your hands. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see embossed letters RCM. Shake the ledger. Something rattles inside ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Perception. And something small inside. Light. Made of paper or cardboard or dried flowers, perhaps. Dried flowers. Logic. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made of permeable material that could be damaged if something happened to it. Peek inside. The plastic shimmers like a palapluizili. Whatever the fuck that is. But it is not seen through. Corona. You cannot see to its center. How would I open it? Smell the ledger? Ooh. The acidic stench of rotted food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It's now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with a citrus zest of toilet cleaner. Delicious. You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermidisti or Axel or something. At some point in this journey, Ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet. Which toilet would that be? Remember when I said the smell of the upstairs bathroom was too rank? They would have to set a poet to describe it. Sprinkled with the citrus zest of a toilet cleaner, the line this poet might have used. Why, yes it is. Among many other things, this cleaning tablet is used by the whirling rags. Perhaps that's where the ledger was dropped in the toilet by you. Put the ledger away. I don't think I can crack this open. Not quite yet. But we can look at it another time. We got a new item. We got the pen. Sweet. Can we put it in our hand? No. Okay. Okay, now that I've done that, I believe we have to end of day briefing, which will be at, doesn't say, but like later in the day for sure. Find booze and drink it. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask Kuno if he knows anything about a victim's clothes in the trash. Ask Garrett if he knows the victim's clothes. How the victim's clothes. The victim clothes were found in the container of the rolling rag. I think we said we would talk to Garrett. Because, I remember him saying don't waste your time with the kid. It doesn't seem worth it. So we're gonna not waste our time quite yet with the kid. Plus he curses a lot, so we'll have to wait. Oh, we're in the room. Cool.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow. Here's your trash container key. So, about that money I owe. I need a drink. I've seen things. By the way, I need... Okay, let's go with... Here's the trash key container. I found the victim's clothes. Thanks, I hope you found what you're looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Maybe you don't remember putting them there, but maybe you were sleepwalking or in a figure state. Can someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has the key to the trash container? Say, Sivili has the key before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Who else has the trash collectors service, CS Municipal? I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though. I would. They probably work for the union. Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solve itself down the road. He turns to the man. Thank you anyway. Thank you. Let's talk about something else. So, I need a drink. Is there some... I've seen something here at the Whirling Garret. A thing I need to talk about. What is it? He rolls his eye. What thing? I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the union. Garrett, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go in the kitchen. Why can't I go in the kitchen? There's something else I want to ask about. Yeah, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evening, dumb unruly types, think they're big shit, but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. New task, find out who's in the union box. He gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudest means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks towards the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Successful logic test. There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He says they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that. Yeah, I got that. The kitchen. Let's ask him, what are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. Maybe I am a cook. I have a search warrant, but there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen. He rolls his eyes. He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with it? He changes his mind. Okay, fine. The kitchen is closed until 1300. That's close. Because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that if you must. Reaction. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. Okay. Cool. Goodbye. Okay, so this is the room he was talking about here. What is it? Control, Alt, Control, Shift. Nothing. How do you see who's around again? I forget. I don't know. Oh well. What's in the ledger here? We got a new mission. Find out who is in the union box. We gotta wait for them to come back to hear them make some noise. We got an hour and a half until the kitchen will be open. Give me a second here. The bathroom smelt real bad. So I think if I go up to the bathroom, I might be able to find something. Otherwise, we should go to the, what's it called? The the police car.
Yes?
Can you get out of the way? There we go. There used to, I mean, I was pressing a button that did something before.
Yes?
What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. Would you say a mysterious case? Tracing the same case. Nothing. Tell me about the case. I wanted to talk about you. You seem to be following me. Nothing. Let's see. Nothing. Like, the only thing I can look at is the mirror again. Mirror. Encyclopedia. Okay. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall, and in it, your face adorned with the expression. Dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression. Yeah. A wonderful success. It belongs to the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of revolution that of a fleeting moment, free market economy seems like the ultimate uncontested way of life for our species. Enough time has passed. Okay, cool. Okay. Things are good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Oh, forget about for Radical your city. That meant only one thing. Guillemets les millions. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Guillemets les millions. Guillemets les millions. Gilliam les millions. Got it. Drama success. Cool. Out of the dazing swirl of disco music in an open-air Bonte de Nuit, somewhere in Radical West, Guillaume Blanc Maine appears on the screen. He sang some bullshit when he made the expression. Out of a dazing swirl of disco music, an open-air Bonnet de Nuit, somewhere in Radical West, Guillaume Blonde Maine appears on the screen. He sang some bullshit when he made the expression. So I adopted it. Why? I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I made it click click. How long ago was the new? That's a question. Anything else, like who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself to oblivion? Does this have anything to do with yeah, why did I... You have some understanding of the near history of disco, but the trivia you've picked up on along the way, episodic memories, however, remain in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. So I adopted it. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off of you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it click click. How? Yeah, whatever. The click is used to spur on a horse. Oh. It also features heavily in Gililium Lemillion. God, this is such a tongue twister today. A regional mega hit. Don't worry, your pretty little head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix. Because unlike Gilliam, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous. How long ago was the new? There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you. Or anyone. 2 decades if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's different world now. The expression is a relic. Does this have anything to do with OO? Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway. I guess that's it then. Oh, mirror. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Gilliam and his champagne cork smile whenever you want. Maybe some of the stardust will return. Yep, we don't have enough electromancy for that. Let the mirror be for now. Cool. What's in here? Ah, Gilliam the Million. Can we internalize it? Oh no, we wanna... Okay, that's still working. Alright. I'm not 100% on what's going on with these, but let's see. We're getting close to the lonesome long way home. Got 3 more days. Okay. We'll escape this. Now, I could bed. This bed is cold, not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. No time to rest yet. Leave. Sweet. Escape that. Leave. Need to pass time? Buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. Got it. Okay, so, because I've played before, wow, it's like you can't click on anything around here anymore. I know where the police car is, and there was a few things I had to do, so. There's the police car. Before you stands a motor carriage. The body work is covered in blue and white livery, bared with the number 57. Vapor emanates from a large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. I've been walking around for hours. This must be a infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Colpus Kineum motor carriage. Open the door. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a hook, and a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of a fuel preheater gauge. Perception. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. Kim, how do I turn on the headlights? He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out the key, and says, alright, ready? I turn... You start. It's next to the preheater. Fresh engine starter. The dashboard lights up with an orange glow. Rounds per minute. So loud, gauges jump, and the engine of the Colpus Kineum keeps a life with a whiny growl, like a leopard walking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time. Perception. Press the button labeled headlights. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle. There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now. Pick up the radio, run your fingers, pull out the toolbox, run your fingers over the steering wheel. What's this say here? Read the watermark. Now go stand in front of it. Cool. Close the door. Click on this. Interfacing. As you hold your ledger clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you. There she is, Ravical West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no hundreds of micro perforations. Look at the shimmering street grid. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of the Ravical are all recognizable. They shimmer in the kinema's headlight. Wait, look around you. Where are we on this? A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries in the distance. A child somewhere shrieks. A woman repents her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. Martinez. He smiles. He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?" Point at the hologram. Let me see. He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it. Right here, he says, his fingers near the top of the map on the segment of the coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice. Seems like a shithole. I'm sure I've seen worse. Seems nice. No, it doesn't. Not the lieutenant. No, it doesn't. Does not, the lieutenant says with optimism. Look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. Tally up the different rows. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad. Not bad for what? You don't even know what that means. What about the next one? And then the next is the longest. It runs all the way around the board and then some. Count them individually. Boom. Visual calculus. You counted 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why precisely. What about the last row? The last row has 3 perforations. 3, that's it? That's it. Hey, what do all these holes mean? Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They're your status, as it were. I should have guessed you kept a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Alpha male officer. Who are you proud of their numbers? Often do, it means. Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do, it means. Okay. So he's saying that I'm probably like the alpha male officer who makes sure he keeps track of it. The first row represents your years of service, 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Wait, 18 years I've done this? I got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling horrors and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Probably some boring officer job, same as everything else. I feel like I just went around apologized all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? Wait, 18 years I've done this? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? Probably some boring officer job, same as everyone else. I feel like I went around apologizing all the time. No shame in working a regular job, detective. Sometimes after a long day of doing this, I even envy. Yet, let's move on, shall we? Cool. This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your numbers of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200. 216 to be exact. Is that a lot? I would have thought there'd be more. 216 to be exact. The lieutenant nods with evident respect. It's quite a lot, even for someone who has been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. So you're saying I used to be a super cop. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. What's the last number? Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now let's look at the last row. Right, those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations here. So I'm a killer. I was expecting a higher number, honestly. That's not too many. For RCM officers, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarters, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obviously the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of their officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Have you ever killed someone, Kim? Yes, he says, declining to elaborate. How do you handle the strain? Everyone has their method of coping. Some more effectively, some self-destructive than others. He gives you a meaningful look. Like what? Maybe I should find a hobby. Hobbies are lame. Personally, I find help to keep up a few hobbies. Maybe I should find a hobby. Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol. Thanks for this. The lieutenant nods. Okay, let's go. Woohoo! Read the watermarks. Alright. I'll go turn off the lights. Continue. You can now see your statistics on your journal page. Right of the task description. Wow. So that's completed. Let's go to the journal. Act. It's the ledger you found in the trash urinal cleaner. Right. Okay, maybe I can't read much there. Cool. Let's go back to the car. Let's pull out the toolbox. Major slide under the seam, clicks into place. The toolbox insides are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools like some men are. Take the red-tipped pry bar. Take a rubber handle chain cutters. Take the hand-cranked flashlight. You're going to take the flashlight. It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue blue. Let's take the chain cutters. And the other one. Boom. Push in the box. Cool. Run your fingers over the steering wheel. Over one of the steering levers. Tap on the fuel preheat heater gauge. As you tap the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It is in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat. Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know you're messing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again. Okay, pick up the radio. The frequency tableau light puts up the green button labeled Prime Line, glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. The soft purr of electric kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from 14th Precinct, 41st Precinct. I am putting him on. Composure, success. Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You're probably done it 1,000 times. Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. Come in. Hi, Alice. This is Officer from Precinct. Nice to meet you. Yeah. This is Officer. How may I assist you? A voice replies on the radio. Nice. We got interference. Under the green prime line, a yellow save button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is. Could you connect me to the precinct? I need you to connect me to a civilian. She may have reported a murder. Ignore Alice and press the button labeled save. Ooh. As always, it's DJS Mesh and Balaco, and you're listening to Freaks FM, bringing you the honest and nasty, most vulgar. A flock of seagulls takes off near you, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says, someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe it picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right? Speed Freak FM? You look at him in the eyes. Sorry about it. I wanted to contact the dispatch. Speed Freaks FM, huh? I don't know what to do. Like, I guess in reality, he wanted to save button catches your eye, so I think he was just going to say he wanted to talk. This is precinct. Could you connect? Let's make the phone call to the girl. Of course. What's the number? Kim didn't Frank give you the number? Yeah. Yes, hold on. There's the number received. Hold on, officer. Continue. I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to go get a drink of water real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I need a salad, some greenery, veggies. Veggies? Veggies? He'll keep waiting patiently. He taps his foot. Quite a lot of time has passed. Continue. Lieutenant, I have Saliv on the line for you. Saliv says, "Hello. Yes." A female voice greets you through the static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. "Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. I believe we've met before. This is me, detective from the Whirlin' Rags." I don't think he knows he met her. "Oh, right. She recognizes your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You quit your job at Whirling. Why? Was it you who called the police? Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash?" Okay. So we learned to ask questions to kind of lead up to the main question you want. No, not me. Do you know who made the call? No. Sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wire. Oh, copper thieves take the wire. People don't have the money to have cables put in again. They use the Union's phone or the one on the coast. So the Union has a phone. There's one further down the coast. Got it. It was someone else. The lieutenant makes a note. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a little while. Next question. Why'd you quit? You mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense voice. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing that with you, sir. Ooh, let's see what I have to say. Why not? Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? There you go. The static waiver. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. Get away from whom? You know whom. Okay, did you leave because of Grant? What? She stops abruptly. No, why would you even think that? He told me he asked you out. He didn't say that. Don't be afraid of that pig. So you do agree that quitting your job just because someone asked you out? Okay. Are you saying that didn't happen? Please don't bring Garrett into this. It's none of your business. Okay. God, why can't you just mind your own business, she mutters. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. Do you know how my paperwork? Well, there's an uncomfortable pause. You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash thinking you didn't need it. I'm sorry about that. She doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. Anything else, detective? I think I got everything I needed. Thanks. Um, yeah, I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye. She's ready to hang up. Wait, why does she seem angry with you? Empathy. Not my forte. I'm thinking we should hang up. Okay, here's the other side to this, right? My character overthinks things. Let's just say bye. Let's call the precinct. Ten two 10-5. This is 4141st. Come in, over. We know relay code. We're a cop. Received. What's your status, over? Just reporting in, over. State your message. I need to report my badge missing. I in dire need of financial assistance. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. 1010. Okay. My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4. Message received. This is very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain, over. Is it him? A dry voice asked in the background. What does he want? He says he's lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported. Tell him to stop. This is serious, yeah. He has to stop. This is serious. Oh, of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge. Satellite officer concurs. Losing your badge is serious, over. Proceed. Task complete. Your badge is missing. Gained experience. New task. Track down your badge. 10-4, hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that says you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Fuck me, Mac. Come over here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen just lost his badge. What's going on? Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn badge. Could you please just stop saying I lost my badge for a moment? He would be defending himself. He asked you to please stop saying he lost his badge. Why, did he find it? The room at the other end of the line interrupts in a volcanic laughter. Sergeant Turson was wondering if you found your badge yet, over. Failure. You don't have a comeback. Sorry, it's hard to think of it. Say nothing. He's not replying. Looks like he'll still be looking for it. You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss. I didn't get it. over, animated conversation is back and making it difficult to hear for him to hear you. New heights for even Captain Sober. Ask him, the speaker. Ask him if he lost his gun too. The room roars with laughter. Wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over. Success. Check your pockets. Check your. Holy fuck! You didn't know where it is, do you? Oh God, it's not here. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Fuck it. I didn't lose my gun. Whatever that means. Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not as fun, just the gun, will you? He laughs. The gun, what can I say? A regular goddamn gun, murder weapon, you know how they are. Bang bang. I basically described the gun wrong. Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't he. This isn't really a laughing matter. Matt can face the giant of Kiko Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't fucking, he lost his, and I'm not going to ask him. Yeah, he would just not have to hear it and leave. Track down your gun. The silence is deafening. I guess follow the protocol and report your lost items. Yep. Did we need anything else here? He looks around in the cabin. Pick up the radio again. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Okay, I think he's done. So we got all these tools now. Got track down gun, track down badge. Who made the call reporting the crime? Just keep searching for the caller despite lack of obvious leads. This might take some time. Okay. I like that they say that, I'll be honest. Alright. So we found out why his book was in the trash. Let's go talk to Kuno. I hate this conversation in the game, to be honest, but... Whoop.
Kuno's got this!
The boy throws a rock at the dead body. Can't be older than 12. If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He almost exquisite. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, never comfy, Kuno.
Yells the other kid from behind the fence. Hey, kid.
Can't talk, pig! She's coming up strong, throwing rocks!
Okay, electromancy. Electrochemistry. Shit coming up strong, that sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with the kid and see what the juicy shit is all about. Juicy? What now? I mean drugs, the kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno.
Ride the
lightning,
lightning.
Kuno.
Kuno's riding it, see?
Okay. Kuno's riding it. He wipes the sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno.
The rake!
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
Wow.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What
You will
forces?
see.
You will see. The language these kids are using, pure, unfettered ID. There will be no reasoning with those creatures. I don't have time for this. I'm out. So maybe I can check the room for a gun, possibly? Let's see if he has any more information. Yes, have you got it? How much do I owe again? Actually, let's talk about something else. I'm gonna sing karaoke. Absolutely out of the question. Okay. Obviously, in the question, first we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sir. I'm gonna leave. We're gonna check the room for my gun and badge. See if we can find it there. There's a door on the ground. Kim tries not to look at the broken down door. He also tries to not look at the tapes and the weird suitcase on the hat rack or the potted plants dying in the corner, but it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor. Endurance? Where unidentifiable sludges make it hard for him to breathe, smell of vomits in here. You're looking at the destruction. I'm sorry for this. This is where the magic happens. Say nothing. I'm sorry for this. No problem, officer. He takes a step towards the door like he'd like to leave. Oh, yeah. Let's take it. Can we still not put it in there? What's this? Item. There used to be tape in the case, but it's destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Ernestine single smallest church in Saints in Senares must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Okay. Can't put it in my hands. We're good. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. There used to be a button to push to see all the things in the room, but I don't see any of them. Okay, this door's still locked. We could try the handle on this, why not? The door can only be opened with a key from the inside. Or from the inside, leave. Okay, nothing over here. Ooh, nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Alright, let's go walk around then. I should be able to go through the door. Right? He said 12? No.
Can I help you?
Rolls his eyes. 1300, so we still have 10 minutes. A heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. Street sign says, fuck the police, pigs go home, but it's unlegible. Okay.
The RCM in Martinez? What can I help you with?
I have some questions.
What can I help you with?
My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some? Oh. We need directions. What is the fuck the police business? Oh wow, thanks. Sure. I'm done with it. She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you. Sweet. Go easy on the stuff. I gave me a terrible headache. What's this? Excuse me? The street signs. It says fuck the police. Point to it. Oh, she cranes her neck. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs? It's alright. I didn't mean to startle you. We need directions. God, where did he say? What is in the south? Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken. I think some kind of accident, probably. What is on the other side of the canal? Just coast. There's a little fishing village there and a fish market, but got closed down ages ago. What's to the north? There's a pier, the Crapeside apartment building, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. East? The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics, she shrugs. A fritter store, too. Cool. West? She looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Maritaines Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. What do you mean? Just let... Yes, sir, a district of Maritaines. These... She looks around thinking of what else to say. This intersection is called Roundabout North. Cool. Thanks, that's all for now. No problem. She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. Composure. She very well composed, back straight. Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove. If there was a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for autopsy. One more thing. Can I borrow those gloves? Yeah. Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves. Thank you, and leave. Perfect. Well, right now, what are these boxes? Goods from the lorry haphazardly littered the surroundings. Okay. We got some peeps here. But I did pick up that ammonia. Let's see if we can detect that body a little better. Okay, inspect. Ugh. Turn away. Let's go back into here. Can we use it? Huh. +1 has a... Still at 8. Why would I... No way I'm gonna get that. Let's get out of here. Alright. So... Glossy magazine, able-bodied men, these issues have top 10 lists, jump jams, Mesquite magazine, okay. What's this dude have to say?
Welcome to Revachol.
Revachol announces the rounded man. This remark isn't addressed at you, it's addressed at Kim. Why are you addressing my partner like that? Hey, I know Ravachol. That's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Ravachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Ravachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is fixation on the Ravacholian nation, making it hard for Ravachol to actually attain self-determination. He's right. You're undetermining your own shot at real self-determination. Stop ripping into this guy. He's just really proud of... Okay,
Oh,
yep.
come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
I wasn't going to say anything. I'm just kidding.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
There we go. Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Success. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we'll all learn something here. Now that's settled. We have a couple of questions.
You two make a cute couple, you know that?
The lorryman spits, exhales, and resumes the regular comlet. Now that settles things. We have a couple of questions.
Say, officers.
He waits impatiently, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. He perception. He smells of heavy motor oil and his breath of high tar content cigarettes. Probably Astaria. What was the argument all about? What are you hauling? I think you start off with, what are you hauling? Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? The strike? It's been on for a while. He gestures towards the lorry. But this is just to last a week or so. Apples? Apples is exactly what kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Sounds like a cover story. Apples. Fair enough. Apples. Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions? What's the argument about? It's about biological determination, natural law, the sorting of the races. He spits on the ground. Not the most popular topic anyhow, with the collation and in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Please explain. Not the most popular topic. Oh, so you're just a racist. Yeah. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. He gestures with a cigarette for emphasis. The science of racial theory has all been proven, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who study these things say that you and me are superior by design. He glances at Kim. So naturally, we, accidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. I can really tell you're right. I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? Okay, what else have you thought up? So lately we have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources. Okay, and this concerns you, policeman, so better be vigilant. The Dan Blanks are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes and the other intruder species, too. He throws a sharp glance at Lieutenant, and they're on the precipice of cultural victory. Cultural victory? What is this, then? What is this cultural victory? It's what the boogie are going for, right under our noses. And the other two on the radio heard any concerns lately? Heard any mototomotos or lidier? No? Dominating culture is how they plan to win, they say to themselves. It's true, he pushes on. Also, you need to realize the danger of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with new sub-races with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring. Wow. Yeah, I think I can get down with the racism. No. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? That sounds good. Don't push your luck, runt. The man gives you a disgusting look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Yeah. Bye. Racist. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too. Nice. Radio. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Drugs. Can't see it. Oh. Small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, blister packs. They all bear the St. Bestis pharmaceutical logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm. Just ask me if you need anything from St. Bestries. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have non-cefid, Drousamine, Maximus, and Hypnogamma. What do those products do? I don't know. Let's see. Nasofil is a nasal spray. Drouamine is a real good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. And Hypnogamma is she stops. I don't really know what hypnogramma is. Guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. Can you be a little bit more specific? Thank you for explaining. I don't think I have enough money for any of that. Nope. Do you have any ammonia? I have ammonia. Okay. Yeah. There's like ampullars somewhere. She waves her hands and okay. We can't afford any of it, so leave. Cool. What does she have to say personally?
Welcome to Fripp. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her magazine. What's the magazine she's reading? Before you go, what is Fritte? What's the magazine you're reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Not for sale. It's a good accent. Super British. Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mont featured on page 34. This speaks to you. Stupid famous people, I feel tap on the girls because they forget about all that. What's this fashion police feature? Point to the Police de la Mont. It's not even interested in the magazine.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now, and does he look like this? Point to yourself, point to her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
Oh.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Before we go, what is Fritte?
I don't know. Fripp?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Oh, why is it?
I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Okay. The story goes that the normal Frit with 2 T's, a man workwear shop in Vernet Fort, was already taken, and when Frit Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement. Let's proceed.
Okay, I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Did you know the man who died? How long has it been there? What do you think happened? Thank you for helping. Did you know the man that died? Not really. Knew him a little? No, I didn't know him at all. How long has it been there? What do you think happened? I don't know. No need to worry. The lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay? How long has it been there? I don't really know. Long. Leave. Okay, so... we have to figure out what to do. Oh my god, this game. It's intense. Alright. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So... now it stores booze. Okay, we got this here. Grand Factory, Magnets and Marcel's Unit 49. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. Look into the window. Gained experience. Nice. Of Magnets and Marshall. The windows are clear and they've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, and insignia. What is the stickers? The driver has adorned this space with a substantial collection of particular paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to the various panels. Okay. A large metal pennant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pennant features a sun crowned with wavy rays. This is the seal of the Royalist era Ravenical. What about the back seat? The back seat end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtray, and there are several suns and wheels shown into the curtains. A book with raised edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Shogladal, in the lost city of Pilgrims. Racist nationalist paraphernalia. He grits his teeth. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to that guy? Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine. Composure. There he is, in front of the freight, smoking nervously, hoping it's over. Let's go. After finding out that information, we might have a bit more to talk to him about.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Yep. Gotta go. We gotta go see if the kitchen's open. Need to do something behind his back, sneak out after he's gone to sleep. Oh, wow. That's unique. Cool. Let's check the sink here. Dishes are drying. They smell of chemical and pine tree. Okay, we got the back door there. We got this gentleman here. Sadly, like I said, we used to be able to. But for some reason we can't. I wonder if it's like a setting options. We don't want hardcore mode. Doesn't really give you controllers, huh? Anyway, let's go here. Talk to this gentleman. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorace and Kubrick. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Gorace Kubrick. Please, it's not funny. Gorace, I have some questions. Kubrick. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. You've got some impressive pots here. The man puts up a cup down and reply, and okay, yeah, we're gonna just say that. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It almost like music, especially the sound of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. Stay muscular. Alright, let's see what I got. An aroma of spice, alcohol, tomato hangs in the air. Okay. Let's see. I feel like there should be... Oh, look at that. Yeah. Money gained. We got some real. You see a heavy steel door with prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. Touch the door. Try to push the door. I wonder where this door leads. I'll be back. Door. Mark my words. Try to push the door. The door does not budge. Touch it. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel is door flush with its frame on the other side. Old cobalt paint. Rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. Visual calculus. It leads to a side building. Oh, Russo! Okay, so what did you miss? The past 3.5 hours, I read a lot. So I read a lot of the it's gonna be real quick. I honestly didn't do too much. I read so last time I was digging in the garbage, and I read the I guess clipboard that I found, and it was a lot of it turns out it was my cop ledger, and it had a few things that I had to point out. Would be like I was a very hardworking cop to the point where I probably did too many cases in a short period of time. There was hidden things on it that like only you'd be able to see in a bright light, so we went to the cop car to look at it, and it said I killed 3 people and I solved something ridiculous, like 200 and something cases over the amount of time he was a cop. So it's basically saying I was a good cop, but something happened where I was like, oh no, this is a quick recap. It won't be much longer than this. And then we still haven't been able to examine the body because and we found a racist truck driver, and we found some ammonia, and we pretty much walked around and just questioned some people here or there. If anything does come up, I'll bring it up, but that's about the extent of what's been going on for the past 3.5 hours. But Yeah, so right now I'm examining this door right here. It leads to a side building adjacent to this one, the old building next to this half-ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. I wonder where this door leads. Wait, why would I wonder that? I figured it out. You do? The lieutenant regards to the description. It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why would you care where it leads? I'm drawn to its blue. It's part of the whirling rags where something's about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. I think that might be more so what I was thinking. Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in just to be thorough as a side investigation. It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it. Oh yeah, we learned to name our... Yeah, it's blue. We learned to name our investigations. Like, give them a name. Yes, a mini side investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. It's called Behind the Blue Door. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. He's gonna tell him new task. It's hardly worth a title. He looks at the door and then, anyway, Garrett is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager. Let's go talk to him. Dude, we're talking to you. I did level up, so I got some levels. What is...
Can I help you?
Oh yeah, I totally removed the, hold on one second. Window capture? Is that what I'm looking for? No. Display capture. No. Nope. Desktop. Yeah. I removed the, I made my frame smaller for, what's it called there? I've been playing the Doom game, so I'm just trying to fix the chat box real quick. I haven't had anybody talking yet, so... Boop, there we go. We're gonna just ask him more questions. There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door, he shrugs. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have... No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get in there. I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the Flit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust. He runs his fingers across the counter to check for dirt. My composure was a success. He is attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there. Let him get to pretend. No. Okay, fine. A little, he shrugs, but my job doesn't leave me with time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. Success. I got a new skill point. I leveled up. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though. After the animals, and I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Alright. So leveling up, we get to pick one of these and put more points towards it, so it gives you extra abilities. So right here it gives you like +1s, +5s, minuses, things like that. The other thing is, I think Inland Empire, Gut Feeling, Dreams. I gotta find the one that like helps you deal with the nasty smell and taste of the dead body. Not taste, but smell, I guess. He kind of tastes it, but more so a smell. There's something else. I do not want to ask him for the drink. I am trying my best to not be the alcoholic he is. So have you been, Russo? What have you been up to? Took a few days off. I've been playing Doom. Doom's pretty cool. I put some videos up on my YouTube of it. I've been lacking in viewers today, though. So if I click on this guy, endurance. So we'd have to boost up the endurance level. Let's turn away and leave. Let's see what endurance is under. Endurance. That's this one. Take the blows. Don't let the world kill you. We only get about a +2 on it. If anything, I wouldn't mind boosting it, but I feel like I might be wasting it. Let's level it up. Okay, I made that decision. Rash, but I did it. Endurance is your metabolism and circulatory system. It improves your health, one of the 2 health pools in the game. It enables to survive being a cop. Who cares if you can't aim a gun or if you can take a few bullets? Why be afraid of drugs that hurt your health if you're a very, very healthy man? At high levels, takes a few knocks to the head, enjoy a greater quality of drugs, shake off a few cardiac arrests. It makes you powerful man who looks down on the weaklings who can't keep up. However, cops with low endurance are likely to struggle. The body is frail already, and the flesh of the cop will often be tested. And if it doesn't pass, it dies. Just working and chilling. Yeah, you work at a supermarket. That's kind of a big job right now, right? So this is a 17 now. Definitely still not passable. Turn away. Okay, so something happened. Explore the whirling secret passage. The body hanging. Wait, no. Boom. There are strange doors. Find a way into the secret passage. There are strange doors in the world, and no one knows where they lead. Find a way in and see what's hidden there. In the hostel's cafeteria, forgotten corners. Oh. That's gonna be a tough one. So I'm not talking to these kids because they're jerks. I feel like it's all this room back here, but it won't let me just go in. I could try to break this down, but I don't think... This is saying, why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? Oh, good, I passed. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of the Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. Pull the panels aside. There it is. Not too shabby. That was actually good. I wasn't expecting to pass. Oh, that was loud. Jesus. There it is. You gained 5 experience. What is this then? A tool shed? He peeks inside. Let's investigate. Yes! Let's go. You came in at the right part. We're really starting to get the investigation on the way. This game does last a long time, just a fair warning. We got a ladder leading up there. Let's check the little dots first. They seem safer. Empty tube of magnesium supplement. Let's see. A magnesium supplement to rub on your chest to live happy magnesium lifestyle. Okay. What's this? A silver plate with a trace of bone yellow powder. Oh, electrochemistry. Be still, my heart, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use, professionally, I mean. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I was about taking it. I swear, I was thinking about it. I swear I was thinking about it. I've heard this makes you really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Um, there's a good way, professional means. Yeah, I think this is the most professional. Perhaps not. He looks at you. This is below our pay grade detective, however. He points to the ladder in the corner. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use. Well, that's a good point. But I'm still gonna look around. The poster says, "Get out of the way," or "Get fucked up." Oh yeah. Pig's head. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Yes? So, for some reason, the button I pushed to, like, highlight things that are in the room isn't working. So, I'm just trying to figure that out, I guess. Need to pass time? Buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. We are going to need to get to sleep in a few hours there. Okay, so that's the way in. We got a shirt up here. We got some things around here. Let's, can we see this shirt from where I'm at? Oh, what's this? Let's go here first. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Nice. The restoration pillars keeps the ruins together. Okay. Anything else? Am I missing? We got a crate up here. Let's see, can we get to the crate? Can we get to the crate? Can. But no suffit. It gives me some health. Nice. Wait. What's that? Money! More money! I can pay my rent! Not really. I still owe hundreds of dollars, I think. Policeman cloak. Looks like someone left the tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Perception. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can almost definitely see a white triangle on the back. You son of a gun, it's a cop cloak. The cloak does not concern me. Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. He judges the drop. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. Look around. What exactly are we doing up here? Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump? Look around. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is the 1020 HK. Point at the crane. Is it? He looks at you impressed. Kova makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is the phenomenal event for them. But I digress. We're focusing on your cloak here. He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, he looks over the edge at the cool pavement below. Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2-meter drops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you. What are we doing up here? We're awfully close to breaking into an industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. He looks around, wind rustling in his hair, or it could be that we're just exploring. Let's jump. Oh, I failed. Get ready for some funny stuff. Oh. Okay. Holy wow, that's high. Doesn't seem dangerous. The lieutenant must be crazy to suggest that. This is certain death. Vertigo almost pushes you over the edge. Moral. Let's click that. Boom. You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal. Hey. What happened? He sounds genuinely worried. I'm alright, I just can't do it right now. I understand. We can always come back when you're feeling better. It's just a cloak after all. It's probably where my badge is. Can I make it anywhere else? Can we get down here? Nope. Looks like we gotta go this way then. Not much to see up here. There's barrels full of rainwater. Can't see that. What's this? Can't see that. Wow, I found my way up here and I can't even do anything. Nothing, huh? Alright, well. I'm too afraid to jump, so we're gonna have to come back when I build up enough confidence for that. I only have 1 morale, by the way, so I can't waste my medicines to try to heal. The kid back there. We can check this door again. Let's see if we can make our way down. You hear a static but no answer. You ring the doorbell but no one answers. This is an ominous name for a hair salon. What was that? Oh, okay. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. Orlando hair, yeah. 24th window. Nothing happens. Emma's fashion. Taxi. Nothing. Slipstream. Okay. You hear a static from the intercom speaker. It sounds like someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything. You also hear them breathing. Hello? There? Yes. Hello. This is, Tricentennial Electrics. This is a woman's voice crackling and fragile through the static. Have you come to place an order? She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. Her receiver must not be working properly. All these are successes. Wait, but what happened to the Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on this list. Okay, we'll click on that one. My God. The lieutenant exchanges a look with you. Sorry. It's you. My God, I didn't think I would hear your voice again. She must be mistaking me for someone else. Who cares what that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. Do we know each other? Who are you? Stand up straighter. Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back to your life. Michael, just please. She stops, and you can hear her breathing heavily, her breath distorted by an ancient static. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. She sounds like she's shaken. I thought you didn't care. Hold on, tell me what's going on here. What did I do? Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough times. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged. So nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget. Forget about what? Listen, I'm going to hang up now. Forget about what? She sounds like she's about to cry. Hello? Oh God, please don't cry. She doesn't answer. Hey, are you still there? Silence. The only thing you hear now is static waves washing ashore on the bay. What just happened? I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. What just happened? Another silent call box. I don't know what happened either, the lieutenant said. We should probably stop playing with this thing. Alright. Goodbye then. We don't have any chance of passing this one, even though we have like 2+1s to it, which means we automatically have a 2, and we probably have to get like a 15 or something. Let's just leave this. We gotta find our way into this building next to here. And it looks like there's like a stairwell that was up here. This guy we can talk to. We can talk to this guy too.
Scab?
Ask a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head. You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time. Yeah, I'm a scab. You're hazy on the notion of scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask. What exactly is a scab? I guess I'm hazy.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on,
Beats
where'd
me.
they all come from?
Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them
Gotta be
much.
bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mask, squinting his eyes as if trying to discern that they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them? It's better than begging, come on.
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor, no. I think he's like, no,
I
no.
was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I came to investigate a murder. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd ever see me in investigating a murder. It's fun and easy. You're right, I'm almost, I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it. Just, of course, Policia. He gives you a little sly smile. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way. He didn't do it. It's the truth. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Let's see. My friend, I respect the right to roam, open range awaits. He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the gates? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. The passage grants itself. If it's all so simple, why don't the strike breakers just go up the stairs? That's simple. I just walk in. I walk right up to past Measurehead and go on in. Past Measurehead. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall semi-sense spectromatics here. What the frick are these words? He points to the bridge above the gates. Walk right past him. That big guy with the tattoos, I'm guessing he's talking about. Then press the button to unlock the doors. Then go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. Está? So you're saying it's actually quite difficult. Gotcha. I think I have some questions for you first. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to his supremacist worldview, or he strokes his mustache. Maybe it's actually is completely impossible. Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation? Not yet, no. He fixes his eyes on you, evaluating your prowess. He's incredibly strong. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview? Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic. For the scabs to convert to, not enough. Let's see if he has money. Oh, okay. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. He flips a coin towards you. Hand-eye coordination. Try to catch it. Perfect. Caught it. The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged here. The swallow returns. Appreciated. Nice, we got 1 money. Always glad to help the RCM. Shame it can't do more. Things are merged at the moment due to... He nods towards the protesters. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out, and all still better than scabbing though. Union was probably getting by. Every little bit helps, you know. Gotta spend money to make money. Every little bit helps, you know. I'm always glad to help out when possible, not like these slithering scabs. He looks at them in disbelief. Nice talk. What about what's the strike about? Ugh. This feels like it's gonna be a long conversation. Let me get a little water for this one. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you you'll have to ask him first. Hey Russo, how's everything looking? Because right now it's saying I have some dropped frames. Is everything coming through okay? Yeah, we'll have to ask him first. He's a chatty guy, wants to talk about the strike too, just can't break the comrade structure and tell you now. Nice talking, gotta get moving. Okay, let's try to walk up here. These are the doorways we saw. In case of a strike, press button behind the guard. Hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Okay. Let's go talk to this guy real quick. Measurehead is a powerful guy. Sure, let's go talk to him.
body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees. Say nothing, size him up first. What do you mean my body betrays? My body does not betray my body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor. We don't have time to get into this. I don't think he would size him up. I'm not a strong guy, I don't believe. I'm more slick than strong, so... what do you mean, my body?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if we were smelling a dead
You
rat.
reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, a ghoul? Smell your breath. Kim, is it really bad? You're right. I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor. I don't have a problem with a ghoul. I just drink a little on the weekends. Enough. I need the door.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al-Ghul. You are but a vessel for the ghoul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What the heck is this guy talking about? Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there? First, let me make this clear. I'm not a drunk. I'm a cop. I just have a drink every now and again. And everyone does. The fat racist over there. Point at the racist lorry man. You're just him after pumping some iron. I am the police and I need you to comply now. Important here, I just need... Okay, let's go the fat racist over there. Yeah.
Look at my chronology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I don't know if that girl knows what he was talking about. There is a button to the right behind him, just out of reach. It must be one of the one that opens the door to the harbor. Come on, I just need to move about 20 centimeters back. Push him out of the way. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to let me into the harbor. I just need you to move back about 20 centimeters.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
Should I push him out of the way? You're right about this. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art. and your microcephalic skulls.
Okay. There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Right, good idea. Wouldn't that mean I have to become a... Wow. Conceptualize. We can definitely do that. The Union, you aren't, don't you? You serve the Union. What's those tattoos supposed to mean? Let's go with this. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Sure. Ask what kind of races are there first. Classification is core to this stuff. Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its race. I need to know what kind of different races there are. Do you? The lieutenant looked at you. I do. On second thought, I don't. Whisper, this is for the thing. Lieutenant looks towards the harbor electronic door, and then you. He lets out an audible sigh. You are obviously a liberal Solite, the man tells him. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of the mitochondria and your statorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are three categories of races. A. Historic race. B. The several race. And the vile CF race. Polderon of Pestere. Which one do you need education on? Those are the Seminus and the Acrophilites and the blah 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 blah, including the Mon, of course. And the Mon are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, common result of inbreeding. Okay, a receding genetic pool has led to the Mao to the responsible streets of the parades in Mao cities like Sadajikashirol and Vedikadefort, and wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hat. Wait, no. Who exactly are the Mao? Okay, got it. Who are type A then in your view? Who exactly are the Mao? You know them by the names of their nation state, the Oranganese, the Gatakavalians, the Karagoniers. My people simply call them Mao. Mao is a derogative term for the first world people of Gatakavalian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katala, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant. Got it. You're welcome. The Mao are proof that you can have too much occidental racial purity in the Tessel-centric culture inbreeding. Why don't they have them reading this? Has led to the lactose intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously. I feel racist reading this, and they're made up races. Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too. Okay, got it. Who are type A to you then? The Vesturians and the Miscellanians of Vesper and Messenea. The ancient meteorians of Metro by the golden Pacific Sea and the serene of the Surla Cliff and even the North Corelliers all have type A race properties. The order of civilization and the mesquite are too yellow and orangeous to count as a historic race. True, they are violent and expeditious, but they have a Glandorier problem. He draws his finger across his face. What the did all that just mean? But anyway, overproduction of the sembum is leaked into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sibium. And who are the Siamese and aerophytes in this? As proven by the Mao and they made this game so people would read this on stream. I guarantee they're like, yeah, let's throw a bunch of words and names that are all weird and crazy and have people read it. Semiotes and the aerophytes are on the ascent. Semiotes. The indigenous people of this, the Insulians at Arapurgulario, and the Semiocians inhabit the southern He gestures towards the south across the ocean. I'm Seminius, the form, the stock I am. Okay, the stock of Ulaliberum on Ilia de Phantom. Am I really still reading all this? The Illyrites are the master race of the Elysian desert, and the Sesamius are descendants of the Fertilites. We came here during a historic migration from Elysium to Isuliade, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant, Mao-ridden Occidentals discovered this place. What's the difference between them? Really? I really wanted to know. They are sleek, long-headed, and Semisi are powerful, mesomorphic, and the form is an immutable progenitor, enchained since the super isol of per Icarnasisi. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery. Okay, that's the A ones. The latter is prefected and addipating. Together they form the semino-aeropagritite, or the whatever. That is all. There are no more types of race. Okay. Do I really have to go over type B? Oh my god, this is torture. Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the giant race, the Kojikos, the Valerius. They are mud-colored people. Racist. The Kojikos of Grana, Yokas Estonol, are what you would call white officer in a suspect description. Are what you would call white. officer and a suspect. Yuseikin have been trained to identify them as white in official description. Yes, to an untrained eye, they appear white and pinkish, like ham sandwich. Okay. Now you're getting racist. But look into their eyes and you'll see. He squints full of sage wisdom. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin, unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkish. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grod people have undergone for drinking al ghul and smoke the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato. So, if you eat potatoes, smoke weed, and drink, you're good. Uh-oh. I'm dropping frames. That's okay. The colorless micronormalities of the Grod are all unacceptably obvious with potat, and the only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic threads like political embryo. Would it be one for... Would he be one for? Okay. They are microscopic. The semino... aerophagate superstate will cover the entry remaining planetary crust uninterrupted by the holy cementine to the boreal plateau of Katala. Its leaders will be the generic epitome of the Semicene and the A's stock, elected by nature, not the base. In turn, spoilage called Demos. And the V's you mentioned? Ravicolians halfway between type A and radical racial conundrum. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82nd year history on the planet. It is the second 100 year that we've been recording history. You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. The revolution sounds like it was actually a very good necessity. The revolution sounds like it was perpetrated by degenerate marauders, not all people of Ravical. Pretty sure recorded history, you have a little idea of what happened and it comes to seem a little off. The mysteries of the people of the planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over like fever dreams of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive chess piece. Sounds like it was actually a very good idea. The revolution sounds like it was potentially marauders, not all people. Not all the people, yeah. The revolution came to Ravical from Grad and the treasures of the potato carts. It is literally an illness, a poison disease that leaves the parietals and the frontal lobe ridden with holes, a soft sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucinations, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal. Familiar insomnia, hereditary prison condition passes from K's to the O's. He paused in theoretical self-reflection, but not sexually, probably through the trade routes and potent acids, the prime component of the potato plant. This is all so fascinating and very fucking confusing. Type CFRA, Museum of Failed Experiments and Tragic Maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a Mesque woman and a Semite man, only Seminous man, only possible if the mother is mesquite and the father is Semina. The other way around, they fail to produce an offspring. Please stop. Please stop talking. Pretty please. The mosquito is born sterile like a donkey. He looks west, ruefully. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring. Maybe I have a misunderstood something, but aren't humans too similar to produce generically sterile offspring? You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phonetic education. Any more? Then there is. He paused dramatically. The Zuma Chimera, are you sure you wish to know of the... is not an... yes. Yes. As you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial sentiments have toyed with the idea of crossing the semen with the produces super workers and grunge and charity. This is never happening. The semen may have some. I can't read this anymore. You're absolutely right. I should have stopped. Now I've been through the types, I do understand advanced race theory. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, yet alone solved it. How do I word the mystery? You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. Let's discuss something else. Physical instrument. So I think we can, like, literally sit here and try to think of the advanced race theory. Internalize. This is almost done after that conversation. Which, this one, let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps. We're trying to figure out where I live, right? This one, whatever happened to this guy? Music, I believe. You suffer. Probably a lot of reading to do. I can't read out loud anymore, guys. It's hurting too much. Well, I gotta say, that was highly a waste of time. I know eventually I'm gonna have to, talk to him again. And tell him what race I like, I guess. I have no idea, to be honest. It is 1400 hours. I am out of ideas of what to do. We have this guy.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beast as he goes. A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes. Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey
He
there.
finishes and turns to you.
What's
going
the
on
jam,
here?
my man?
He mentions towards the sprawl of lorries with the sweeping gesture. Perception smell. The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oil, heavy metals that it'll taste. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife. So how long have you been here?
Feels near forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. I don't quite understand.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Huh? So it was finna step out of the days. Oh no, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay us for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Makes sense. First work, then pay. I don't know who these bosses think they are, but this sounds like a good arrangement for them. So you're broke. Got it. What else? Yeah, it sure ain't good for me or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down on his luck if I had, say, for myself. Tell me more about this strike. Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging in the hostel? What are you hauling? I'm good for now. Let's see if he knows anything. He ain't one of us drivers, I know that. All accounted for otherwise. I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here keeping busy. It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He keeps his nose out of the dark stuff. Busy with what? Alright. Never mind that. Tell me more about this strike. What are you hauling? It's like whatever's going on over at the dock, workers got the blockade up, making demands. No way in or out. Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two. Maybe I should go on strike. What's the union demanding? Maybe I should go on strike. Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much, and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not? The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our leaders. It would be like striking against our own mother. I don't know my mother, but I'd go on strike against her too for my rights. I guess you got a point there. Yes, but do continue. You were asking about strike. What are the union demands? Some pretty wild stuff here. Like a giant new power crane and half the company. I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up, precise demands and so on. What do you think the company wants? They want to keep the money flowing in. My man, he makes a ka-ching sound. He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side, that's for sure. Anything else he thinks? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. All of who? Us lorry drivers. Cameo Norris. A few still hanging around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high or laid. He smiled awkwardly. Not that I blame him, really. Not you? Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. He glanced down at the road towards the horizon and glinted off something in his eyes. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Transfer. Okay. We are hitting some frames. Okay. He glances down at something in his eyes. He tries his best to look in nonchalant. I never read that word before. But there's a rigidity in him, as if he's trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath the cool exterior. Oh, we don't. What are you hauling anyway? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Relax, he's merely joking. You're under arrest. Wicked. I've been always wanting friends in the underworld. Okay, and what are you actually hauling? No, I'm joking, man. He grins. Fallon runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly supporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident, though we have been making headway in the Elysium market lately. So nothing illegal. That's your machine behind you? Could I get one of those tracksuits? This rockin' beauty? He points at the lorry with his thumb. Sure is like a rash. You can't get rid of it. Yeah. Interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Kaluo and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of Fallon rust bucket, maybe a A6. Fallon A6 you got there. Good eye, my man. Yep, she's an old one, but reliable. He gives the side of the lorry a friendly knock. Me and her spent a long time together. Let's see if he'll give him. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The boss won't be happy. So nothing illegal then. Not unless you've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road, right? Ugh. I'm good. Good talking to you. Don't be a stranger. he gives a salute with 2 fingers. Alright. That's it. I'm done. That was exhausting. That last read. But it was a lot of... It's supposed to just be like the idea of a babbling racist trying to convince you to be racist. And it just sounds stupid, and it's a bunch of names of races in this game that aren't real, you know? So, I'm gonna call it at this. We're gonna switch over to the endings stream screen, and I will see you guys another time. Don't forget to follow if you haven't yet. Have a great day.